They should totally make these. They should totally make these things smell good. Hey, this would be a good glasses cleaner. Glasses are all dirty from the track. It's okay, I got my mic. Dirty glasses, clean them up. I'm just playing with y'all. I know I don't have to talk into this thing, but I haven't had my medicine today. Or sleep, actually. Um, I just seen somebody doing this, so I had to do it. It's wrong. I apologize for that right there. As Larry the Cable Guy used to say. So this thing is fun on the dirt. You'll see I built an entire little track for this, and well, it turned out okay. But this is why I like that these things come with multiple sets of tires, and especially drift tires, because I'm old. I like to kick back in a chair with my remote, maybe a cold beverage, and rip. I mean, I'm so lazy, I don't even put all the pins in this. Watch her go. So the kids and I sometimes will just draw a track out here. Oh, now. You got to be able to drive for this to work. Like, this is not scripted. Oh, okay. I apologize for that right there. I just can't drive worth a crap. One-handed driving. What are you going to do? So, as I was saying, we like to just draw out a little track with chalk out here on the concrete. And whether you're running these drift tires or the on-road tires, these things can be a blast. Inside, in the garage, or out here even, if you've got a decent spot of concrete, I highly recommend these for on-road. The off-road, you'll see a little later, it works, but being a smaller scale, it's just a little tough. So for me personally, my final thoughts on this, because I like to give you guys a taste of what the video is before it gets started, if this thing's worth a crap, if I had fun, that sort of thing. And I gotta say, these are an absolute blast on road. For me personally, off road, you'll see it works, but eh. So anyways, I'm a little bit off the rails. This is like, I'm kind of burnt out on the official review crap, standing behind the table and talking about this and that. So you guys are getting kind of the real crazy me right now. So let's get to the real video. I appreciate you guys watching. What's up guys, Matt here coming at you with a quick look at this HyperGo 14th scale rally car. So this actually arrived while I was on vacation and I didn't get the chance to put the video out as quick as I was hoping. I know they were really looking for a quick review on this thing, but it is what it is. I got to take a break every now and then, right? So I haven't opened this at all yet. I really want to check this thing out. So I do have another little rally here. This one that I've never even used, to be 100% honest. So I bought this thing, had high expectations to take it out and make a little track for it. Never even ran it. So maybe now that we've got two, we can set up a little course for these and I can get somebody else to run with me. So it is zip tied in. Wow, okay. So it looks very similar. I'm curious to see if there are really any changes, but I do like this body. Man, wow, that looks good. Oh my gosh, that looks good. It looks to be very similar underneath. We'll have to sort of compare the two. I think it's the exact same setup maybe, so very cool. I'm actually really excited that they wanted me to check this out. It's kind of going to force my hand at running this one as well. It's one of those things I wanted to do, but sometimes I just get busy doing other things and don't get a chance to do what I want to do all the time. One of the best things about these, all of these at the price, is just everything that they come with. So we do get a full manual here that has an exploded view, which has all of your part numbers and stuff. If you do break something, you've got extra stickers with this one so you can sticker it up. You get different springs for the shocks to sort of tune your shocks a little bit. You get the charger, wheel wrench, Phillips head screwdriver, extra body pins, and my favorite thing is they actually come with extra wheels and tires. So we get an on-road style tire that's on here, fairly meaty on-road tire. But my favorite is the drift wheels and tires. Now that's what I've done a lot with this one, is just drift around in the garage in the winter. These things are the perfect size, 14 scale. If you've got a small indoor spot that you can hit up, or just any concrete slab or something in and out of the weather, they're great for sliding around in the winter. And then we also get these dirt tires that we can take this thing off-road a little bit. So that's why I picked up this one originally, is I wanted to, like I said, build a little course for it. And now that we've got two, there's no excuse. We've got to get on that. So in my opinion, this is by far the best body they've done yet. As you can see next to this one, and I love the look of this one. It's part of the reason I bought it, but it's just a little more basic. We've got stickers for the wipers, whereas here we have the actual wiper bezel. I don't know, what do we call that? Where the that whole section where the wipers are, I don't know, but you could actually paint a little detail on the wipers. They would really pop. We've got mirrors, door handles, all of the venting and stuff on this thing just looks amazing. Look at that. We've got actual light tail lenses in the rear with the buckets and everything, lights pre-wired in there. Same for the front. The thing just looks amazing. Whereas this is a little more basic, and I still think this looks great, but you can see we just kind of have like the Lexans cleared here with the buckets behind it, and then we don't even have anything on the rear. No other details, no door handles, anything like that, but still a great looking car. I just love what they've done with this. You know, especially the clear windows. These are slightly tinted. These are more clear, but any of it is better than the stickers in my opinion. So I love that they've gave us extra detail in the body, really pushed the looks of this while giving us the same package included and the same car underneath. So let's take a quick look here. We've got the dust cover that comes included on here. Takes 3 body pins in it to hold it on. You can run that, you can take it off, whatever you want to do. It does help keep a little bit of dirt and rocks mostly out of here, I would say. But sometimes they're a little bit aggravating. This does come with an adjustable gyro. We'll fire that up in a minute and check it out. But basically that just helps counter steer for you when you're sliding the rear end around turns, whether you're drifting or you're on loose dirt. Just really helps you control the car. Being a 14 scale, a little smaller wheelbase, sometimes they can spin around quick. So that really helps you out. So you can see I've got two 2S 2,000 mile packs here. 2S packs do come with it. This, like I said, we've got 2 here so we can double up our run time. We can charge one while we're running one. And then we've got the fan already installed on the motor, which helps keep this cool. And then it comes with the extra fan that you can install on the ESC if you want. You can see here, I have this one installed. It's probably a good idea if you're drifting, sliding around on a lot of loose stuff. I've never really noticed this thing get hot at all, but it just helps, you know. When you're spinning those tires a lot and all you're doing is just constantly spinning that motor, you're gonna get a little heat. So if you're running back to back, just go ahead and plug this thing in. It's very simple. You'll plug it in just like this one is right here into the next port here, and then run a couple screws down into this heatsink to hold it in place. So as you can see underneath here, this is the same car as the truck that I have here. One thing that I did notice is in the description of this, it says that it has metal body shocks, and these are the plastic body. So I went and watched a couple videos on this, and I know Tom Lee RC had the actual metal body shocks, which I have here that came on this version. You can see the metal body shocks, and this one has the plastic. So it's kind of odd. I don't know if they just got confused and put the wrong chassis on mine or what, but really doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to be an issue at all. We do have aluminum shock caps, top and bottom, and then the preload screw down collar here. So I don't think it'll be any issue, but yeah, I don't know what you're going to get. If you're going to get plastic or metal body shocks. This is all metal geared, full ball bearings. We've got CVDs front and rear. They are metal as well. So we've got metal where it matters, and then plastic A-arms and stuff where we want that flex. The only complaint I have with this really overall is the Phillips head screws. I wish we could get Allen head screws in these. Besides that, I think it's going to be a great little car. So I'm going to go ahead and install this fan. I'm going to show you how to adjust the gyro, and then we're going to go run this. So to install this fan, you can see you just set it on top here. Your screws run down into the heat sink itself. It's got 2 screws, Phillips head as well. I'm going to drop one in this opposite corner here. And it just kind of goes down into the heat sink and it will hold just fine. And then you'll just plug it into the bottom port right here on the receiver. For the price, we've got a pretty good transmitter here. It's a little small, but it does have a foam wheel on it, so it's got a decent feel to it. Easily one-hand drivable. A lot of people would say, well, I don't shoot videos for YouTube like you, so I don't drive with one hand, but I've kind of always done that. Even before I shot videos much, I would just catch myself standing around talking, driving, just like that. Not so much with a vehicle like this, but overall, pretty solid transmitter. One of the best things about this is it just takes 2 batteries. So 2 AA batteries in there is all you need. We've got the on switch right here. We've got a 70% power and 100% power. You've got a steering trim here and effing crazy button right here. So if 100% is not enough, just hit the effing crazy. No, I don't know.
That's actually for the effing lights. So you've got some sort of flashers, off, on with signals, and flashing. We do also have signals in the rear. There's no way to not have signals unless the lights are off. So if the lights are on, you have signals.
So you'll see once this is powered up, see how the steering reacts on its own. So it just helps you stay straight. If you start to fishtail out, it's less manual driving you got to do. You can adjust that with a little dial right here. You can turn it up or down. See there, it's all the way down, so it's not going to help you at all. Or you can ease it up a bit. It's going to do more and more. So all the way up, we are very active. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's turning the servo on its own. Very nice that that's adjustable. We've got both fans hooked up. Very responsive servo, ready to rip. I'm getting too old for this, man. It's funny the amount of work we'll put in just to play with some toy cars, right? But this is the hobby. This is what I love. I've been playing with dirt since I was a kid. I rode BMX. We were always hand digging, building jumps, packing them, all that stuff. So like this has been my life, you know, so this, I enjoy this actually. Getting out, beautiful day like today. Thankfully it's a little cooler and just working outside, man, I love it. So anyways, what I'm doing here is I'm getting ready to try to roll this down to kind of pack it a little bit. The tractor, I did most of this with the tractor. Had a big jump here that was really hard to make most of the time. Just knocked it out and made a little loop around behind you right now. You're sitting on a big jump that's more for like our 10th scales and stuff. But coming off of that is a little thin strip that really fits these rally cars pretty well. Loops back around. I've got a passing lane kind of over here and a little bump jump here. And then obviously this stuff I've already had here. It's been very dry out here. So for me, not the track. I'm telling you guys, man, if you're in your 20s or your 30s or teens, like, enjoy it. The 40s hit different. I can't do anything anymore. So quick little rundown here. We've got this pretty good sized jump. Comes over, and this is the little narrow part I was talking about. I made just kind of a narrow strip to come around. It splits off here. You can go far side. It's just basically flat. Here there's a little hump you can probably barely see. So you can either go for the outside with the speed or the inside with a little bump. Come around here, we've got the same old stuff we've had for a pretty good little bit. Turn, little bitty baby bump there, and back around into this. So not a lot, but something cool to play around with bashers on. So I'm gonna wet this down and hopefully get some running in. I also made a little hip right here in case I wanted to hip this so we can go up and down there. I don't know. We'll see. Here where I don't have neighbors besides the cow over here, but it's like, hey, yeah, it's me out here watering dirt again. What's going on, guys? So I used to live in town. I had a little track in the backyard, and I know people thought I was crazy because I was either out there like shoveling, raking, watering, something, you know. So like, I kind of like being out here to myself where I can be an idiot all alone, you know. But if you guys ever want to come help, I won't turn down good help. So I hosed this down really good. I didn't want to have to wait like hours for it to dry, so just got it wet enough that it would hopefully pack a little bit. Obviously it needs a good soaking. I may roll it one more time, but a lot of times if I roll it when it's too wet with that, it just like all sticks to it and gets all clumpy and makes a mess. I don't know, can I spray that with like Pam or something? Maybe that would work. All right, so we're gonna see if I can just somewhat one-hand drive this thing. Get a little feel for the track here. Is it gonna work okay for this car? You know, a smaller car like this, you gotta have a pretty smooth track. But we may be okay if I can stay on the track. This is gonna be fun. Oh my gosh. All right, so the jumps definitely need a longer face on them because that front end just really digs. I think the gyro's turned all the way down maybe. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit to help me. Oh, that was cool. Wow, that was cool. So we're definitely going to need to pack this thing down more and really smooth it out. You can see here, just being a little smaller scale, the slightest little spots, sometimes it gets hung up. You can see not much there, right? I'm still stuck. So just needs to be packed down a little more. This is very loose still. I'm really loosening it up more as I go. This is a lot of fun, but I need it packed more. And I'm trying to drive this one-handed and film for you guys, so I apologize if the film is terrible. It is what it is. This is a lot of fun though. This section right here is so hard one-handed. So the main issue with a smaller car like this is just the fact that you've got to have a very smooth area to run them if you're going to run them off-road like this. Something like this that sits really low. If this was more of a monster truck size, you know, obviously we would clear things better. You can see as I'm getting this track sort of worn in a little bit, if it wasn't for the really, really loose spots, I would be good. But sometimes I get over in these areas in the loose stuff and I'm just stuck, like right there. So really got to have a good hard packed surface with very little loose stuff, just like that. So every little bounce and bobble really takes a toll on them. And anything loose like that, you're just stuck. So for me personally, I would probably do more on-road style stuff with this. We have a lot of fun just marking off a little track on the concrete driveway and ripping these things around on concrete. That's what we always did with like the mini Bs and stuff. But as you can see, it can go off-road. There's just going to be a little more going and picking it up. And obviously, if I was driving with both hands, this would be a lot easier. See, I just braked to hit that turn a little bit, to hit it the way I wanted to, and got caught in the loose, and now I'm just stuck. So a lot of walking to go get this thing loose, free this thing up. But once this little track gets a good amount of rain on it, wow, that jump was good. This will be a blast for sure. Knock the face off of some of these jumps. Oh, that was nice. See right there, I just kind of peeled the face of that jump a little bit. But once we get these jumps kind of broke in for this car, it's just going to jump better and better. And having a couple of these out here running together would be pretty fun. I got to say, I really want to get my father-in-law out here with one of these, or Liam, and just run some laps. That section over there, you got to be careful.
So coming in at $150 at the moment with one battery, or actually on sale at $185 with two batteries right now. I absolutely love the value in these cars. You're kind of getting 3-in-1 with the included different sets of wheels and tires. Even if you're looking at picking up a four-wheel drive drift car, you know, this is a brushless four-wheel drive drift car that you can take off-road, as you can see I'm doing here, or run on-road or whatever. So there's a lot of value in these little cars for sure.
So running on the dirt, then shutting this off, switching tires, coming back out here, I got a good 40 to 45 minutes out of this stock battery, okay? I set a timer on my phone, just let it run while I was messing around. So there was some points where I stopped, but I got an hour, a little over an hour on the timer. So I just dropped 10 or 15 minutes of messing around time. So a good solid 30, 40 minutes on this thing without a doubt. And as you can see, this is my fun spot with these little cars out here drifting with the drift tires. I really think this car is just going to be something that I use more, like right here on the concrete. We like to take just some chalk and draw a little track out here. So honestly, I would pick this up for an on-road style car or a drift car. They are a blast to drift, and with the on-road tires, they are a lot of fun out here, just ripping around on the concrete. It does have some pretty good speed for 2S. You can throw a 3S in here and it will really rip. And in my opinion, this just works better for them. Sitting so low, the dirt, you almost have to have a perfectly groomed track, and I mean like perfect. So that's one of the reasons I never really ran many two-wheel drive, like even 10 scale two-wheel drive trucks on an outdoor track. You got to have a pretty good track condition to run something like that. And these sitting as low as they do just really don't do too well on that rough outroad track. So after putting in all that work, really not going to work for this, in my opinion. Now, maybe a little larger size rally car. If anybody's got one of those they want me to check out, we could try that. But for now, I'm going to be ripping this out here. You guys let me know what you think about these things. They're a blast to drive just inside, actually, even in the garage. So I'll probably clean this thing up and use it more for indoor or concrete purposes. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell. I'll link this in the description if you're interested. The link does help out the channel, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. Peace.